Greetings, salutations, respect, and love. I am Scott from the Fire Note, and today in the Prog Corner, we are doing part 3 of your favorite prog albums of all time. We did part 1 on Monday, we did part 2 on Tuesday. Today, part 3 is albums number 26 to 50. These are the albums that you guys picked as your favorite all-time prog album. And yeah, you are in the prog corner. Don't let the Taylor Swift albums fool you. I had some dude chime in a couple days ago saying he wasn't really a big prog fan, but he liked Opeth and Gentle Giant. He was really a Taylor Swift fan. So yeah, I'm trying to woo extra subscribers. Yeah, obviously, everything I do is intentional and with purpose. And today we've got some of the greatest prog rock albums of all time. And I'm going to start with number 50. And it is Brave by Marillion. This one came to us from All Media Reviews. I love Brave. It's my second favorite Marillion album. There is one more on the list. You're going to have to wait for tomorrow to see which one I've got ranked higher. But that's number 50, and that is so good. At number 49, courtesy of Mark Spooner, a late entry. I allowed him to squeeze in because my counting was wrong. And he picked Cressida's first album. That's a great call. What an underrated band. Their first album, self-titled. Then they had a fantastic sophomore album, Asylum. I really like that band a lot. So very, very good call. At number 48, one of the albums that started the whole third wave of prog, back in Sweden, Anglagard, their debut album Hybris, and John Bellamy gave me this one. I love Anglagard. They are the band that probably has been the most influential on the modern prog scene, and they're just phenomenal. They've been around forever, and they only have 3 albums out, so go figure. Oh, at number 47, thank you, John Bellamy, for Hybris, by the way. This one is from Alvaro Romero. This guy is like a mind reader. He's clearly clued into my brainwaves, and he picked Musea Rosenbach's Zarathustra. Oh, if you don't know Italian prog, this is probably one of the best records to start out with. It's really emblematic of everything that Italian prog does and does well. And the earworm on the Zarathustra suite will be stuck in your head forever. It's that good. At number 46, this comes from LACM Caceres. He picked The Whirlwind by Transatlantic. Good call, my friend. An excellent album. 78 minutes of perfection. All crossfaded into one giant piece of great music. I love Transatlantic so much. You guys know that. At number 45, this comes courtesy of Elum Eltonen. Yes, she wanted this one. She's absolutely right. It's Olias of Sunhillow, John Anderson's masterpiece, his debut album, 1976. He did all the instruments himself. I don't know how he did it. People for years have said that it must have been Vangelis involved. It was all John. Why he could never do an album this good ever again is just beyond me. I don't understand, but I actually like this album as much, if not better, than a lot of Yes albums. It's just incredible. At number 44, this one comes from Status Seeker. Vandergraaf Generator's comeback album, Godbluff. Yeah, what a great album. I really, really like it a lot. I've got one more Vandergraaf Generator album coming. That'll be tomorrow. You can probably guess which one that is, but Godbluff is just amazing. At number 43, Steven Wilson, Hand Cannot Erase. Good call. Patrice Pelletier, good call. I love that album. You can make a case that it's Steven Wilson's best. I think there's one album I actually prefer in his discography. You could probably guess what that is, but Hand Cannot Erase. I'm not going to argue with anybody that puts that up as their favorite album of all time. At number 42, Jennifer Allen. She had a fantastic suggestion. Supertramp, Cryme of the Century. wow, what a great album. This thing just came from out of nowhere. Their first couple records were, they were all right. The debut and Indelibly Stamped, but something happened on this album. They changed courses. The songs got better. They got more progressive. I love it. It stands up as their masterpiece without a doubt. At number 41, UK's debut album, courtesy of Dean Vobrecht. Yeah, good call, dude. This might be the best sounding prog album of all time. The engineering, the production is just so clean. You can hear every instrument. Eddie Jobson had just invested in some Yamaha keyboards for that album, and it's got a real cold, icy sound, unlike anything I'd ever heard before. At number 40, courtesy of Tony Belt, he's going with the Utopia debut album, Todd Rundgren's Utopia. Oh, yeah, very likely, very possibly my favorite American album. I just love it. The Icon, Utopia theme, Freedom Fighters. It's perfect. It's fantastic. If you don't know the prog side of Todd Rundgren, you definitely need to check that one out. At number 39, Arthur Rodriguez is suggesting that we put up the Underfall Yard from Big Big Train. This was the album that catapulted them into the Premier League. Prior to that, they were hit and miss. They had some good stuff. Their first 5 albums are all right, but the Underfall Yard is where they found themselves. Dave Longdon joined the band. David Gregory from XTC joined the band, and Nick DiVirgilio is now a full-time member for this album. Yeah, it's fantastic. It's all that. It really is. At number 38, we're going to the great frozen north with Rush and Permanent Waves. Sinner from the Prairie. This was your call, and I love it. I love this album so much. Natural Science, Jacob's Ladder, but honestly, I think that single is just incredible. I love Spirit of the Radio. I love Neal's lyrics on that. What a terrific album. Fantastic stuff. We've got a couple more Rush albums coming later on. But yeah, Permanent Waves. Very, very good. Sidecar Dog has number 37 for us, and it is Bridge Across Forever by Transatlantic. Another Transatlantic album makes the final list here. Come on, guys. You know how I feel about Transatlantic. Big shocker. At number 36, John Drayton has nominated Wind and Wuthering from Genesis. Oh, yeah. Not a bad call at all. The second album with Phil Collins at the helm. It's just a perfect autumnal record. The songs are beautiful. It started a whole subgenre by itself. There's been thousands of neo-prog bands that want to sound just like Genesis did during this period. It's incredible. At number 35, Manuel Huijiboom. Oh, dude. Yeah. My brother. Question Mark by Neal Morse. I love this album. His third album. It's probably my favorite thing Neal Morse has ever done. Yeah, I love Sola Scriptura. I love the Similitude of a Dream, but there's something about Question Mark that just really hits me. It came out at a real rough time in my life, and it meant a whole lot to me. It got me through a lot of, tough times. You know how that goes. At number 34, Tony Honor wants me to talk about Aqualung. Well, let's do it. Jethro Tull's first foray into prog was Aqualung. The next 2 albums took it to a whole different level. This one here still has their old drummer, so it's still kind of sort of rooted in that blues rock of their first couple records, but this one is just fantastic. It's got the hits, Locomotive Breath, Cross-Eyed Mary, the title track, but the deep cuts are even better. Yeah, Aqualung is fantastic. I love it. At number 33, Yannick Kaska wants me to talk about Brain Salad Surgery from Emerson, Lake and Palmer. An excellent call. My favorite ELP album. I can't say anything negative about it. It's perfect. It's amazing. It would be higher, but what I'm doing here, guys, is all of these 105 through 26 are all single nominations. As it turns out, tomorrow's episode will all be multiple nominations, so they're not necessarily my 25 favorite, but This is you guys' list, so I decided that the ones that had multiple people suggesting and nominating them would go at the top. So that's tomorrow's episode. Where was I? Number 32, Dennis Pope has nominated Tubular Bells by Mike Oldfield, 1973, the second best-selling prog album of all time. This thing made Richard Branson a billionaire, and it helped Mike Oldfield buy an island in the Bahamas. It's amazing. It's everything. I love it. At number 31, Charles Riggs, my brother, Charles Riggs. Yes, sir. He's got a fantastic nomination. He has nominated the Neal Morse band, The Similitude of a Dream. For my money, it very likely is the best album of the 21st century. You know, maybe Wobblers, From Silence to Somewhere, maybe Steven Wilson, but Similitude of a Dream is perfect. It's a double album. It tells the story of John Bunyan's great allegory, The Pilgrim's Progress. If you guys don't know the Similitude, I don't even know why you're watching this channel. At number 30, 1971, let's do the Yes album. You guys know it. Steve Howe's debut with the band. It's perfect. It's fantastic. Yours is no disgrace. Starship Trooper. I've seen All Good People. Perpetual Change. I don't need to say anything more. Pyrar Youth. Transatlantic. It's quite a name. I'm sorry I butchered it. My Hindi is really, really bad. But he has suggested Thick as a Brick, and I just couldn't agree more. I love Thick as a Brick. It's one of the best albums of all time. It's obviously not ranked higher because it was a single nomination. If this were just done, on a curve, this would be a top 10 album for sure. At number 28, Rob Vickers has nominated Nursery Cryme. Yeah. Good call, Rob. You can't go wrong with Nursery Cryme. Any album that opens up with the musical box is probably going to end up on this list. It's fantastic. You guys know I love Genesis. I love Nursery Cryme. Yeah, the production's not great, but there's just something really charming about the enthusiastic an energetic way Genesis was playing. The drums sound terrible, but you can tell that Phil is playing his heart out. It's just incredible. At number 27, Jeff Rudolph has nominated Freehand from Gentle Giant. Again, I could not agree more. I love that album. It is my favorite Gentle Giant album. I love everything about it. It's just fantastic. One of my favorite bands. And now we are going to finish up with a twofer. At number 26, I've got a tie. Yes, I am cheating. I had a late entry, which I had to accept because it was Yes, Fragile. And then I did episode 1, and I lamented that nobody had nominated Kansas Leftoverture. And before I even said it, there was a comment, somebody nominating Leftoverture. So I'm going to have a tie at number 26. Yes, Fragile. Steve Rogers, thank you for that. And Kansas Leftoverture. Peter nominated that one. So that is 26 to 50. I am psyched for tomorrow's episode where we go through the top 25 prog albums of all time as decided by all of us, right? I mean, I am the arbiter of this, but you guys were the ones that put the suggestions down. Yeah, I noticed a couple more records that weren't anywhere to be found. Gentle Giants in a Glass House. Jethro Tull, A Passion Play, the first ELP album. Yeah, so there's a few holes that maybe next time around when I do this, I'll have more people submitting stuff. But in the meantime, I love you guys. I'm Scott from the Prog Corner. I'll see you guys tomorrow for episode number 4. Alrighty, have a great evening. I love you.